Hi, welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and in today's Transformers TCG match, I'm running Optimus Prime Battlefield Legend and Wave 2 Bumblebee in a blue action-heavy deck against the Constructicons, who are obviously trying to build that tower. In vehicle mode, if they attack, you can discard to build your tower, and then Scrapper, as long as he's out in bot mode, dying also helps build the tower, and then when you have Devastator out on the field, obviously, the tower affects his abilities and how much you heal for when you combine. So this is the first time I've fought the Constructicons, I believe, on the channel. And I wasn't sure really what my opponent would be building here. I've seen a lot of orange Devastator, I've seen some blue Devastator, and I guess we'll go to the match and see what happens. So I won the dice roll, and I know my order is a bit wrong, but I transformed Bumblebee, and then I should have swung with him, and then I could have discarded the security checkpoint to draw two. And I'm trying to think of what I want to attack here. Like I said, I haven't fought the Constructicons all too many times. Scrapper is kind of, I think, Scrapper, his benefit happens whether he's in the battlefield or the KO area, so it doesn't like benefit me to kill him specifically. I guess maybe one of the guys. I think in my unfamiliarity, I went after Mixmaster first, and maybe I should have gone after Bonecrusher to get the Pierce off the field.
I don't know why I swung at him first. I should have swung at Bonecrusher first.
And yeah, that's literally what I just said, is should have swung a Bonecrusher first. And with Mixmaster's additional defense, he does survive.
I misread his defense.
Which is a shame, because first turn would have been a great opportunity to kill someone without building the tower. And based on what my opponent flipped, I saw a Bashing Shield and a Blue Pip, so that doesn't tell me a ton about what deck they're running. Bashing Shield, I think, is pretty ubiquitous in the meta right now, so that doesn't necessarily mean that they're running orange. I couldn't tell what that blue one was. But they go ahead and put a grenade launcher on Mixmaster, transforming Scrapper, which I think is a smart move. Get a big swing with Mixmaster in now, and then when he dies, they get to add one to the tower, no problem. So, Mixmaster swings into Bumblebee. I flip one blue pip. And there I think, okay, this is suggesting an orange. And Mixmaster's swing here is 10 versus Bumblebee's 2 defense. That is 8 damage on Bumblebee. That is a terrific swing on my opponent's parts. None of their guys are down, and Bumblebee's at less than half life. And for this matchup, I mean, I think like he's gonna get, you know, a 5 wide swing on me. I go ahead and drop a 1 shall fall, 1 shall stand for a press the advantage. So he'll get his swing on me. So I go ahead and start my engines. And I flip him, untap him, and because he flipped, I play an extra action.
Plasma Burst, I'll Plasma Burst Mixmaster and kill him.
And I Plasma Burst Mixmaster to kill him.
Yep.
I'm wondering here, maybe I could have spread that damage out, but I would have swung at Mixmaster anyway, so I could hit with a lot more damage on someone else at full health. Flip Bumblebee back, and again, I should swing before I drop a card. That's totally my fault.
Not gonna drop any. I'll drop a leap into battle.
Again, the leap into battle I should have waited to drop. There's the swing, then I drop the leap into battle and draw 2. And I go ahead and swing Bumblebee into Bonecrusher.
Swinging with 6.
And all I'm swinging with is 6.
So you take 4 and die.
And Bonecrusher takes 4 and he dies. And I drop a leap into battle for a Noble's Blaster, because I think that'll be a great equipment to put on Optimus Prime next turn.
Yeah.
So I've gotten 2 out of 6 down. He has, obviously, he's gotten to build his tower. his tower level is
Your turn.
3 now. And yeah, it's an orange Devastator. A little more blue than I guess I've seen in other orange Devastators. I'm not sure, does that seem like a normal amount of like... The orange Devastators I've seen generally have not very much blue at all. Which I'm excited to build maybe a blue Pierce Devastator in Wave 3. That's kind of looks interesting.
No.
So then he brainstorms.
Well, almost like the last time we played. And then I'll play bigger they are on.
And he's putting the bigger they are on
Pierce 4.
Scavenger to give him the Pierce 4, which will be very helpful against Bumblebee.
Draw up to 4.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And then a working overtime to rebuild his hand so he can keep discarding cards on attacks to build that tower.
Yes.
And right now my Bumblebee is sitting at 6 health.
Interesting.
He plays the improvised shield, which I'm curious about, I guess.
So I'll swing Scavenger and Bumblebee.
Alright.
I don't know if I would have played that card. I would have discarded it, you know, to build the tower.
I'll discard a backup plan.
Yep.
Yeah, I would have definitely not bothered playing the improvised shield, discard the backup, or discard the improvised shield, keep the backup plan. And on his flip,
Yep. 4, just 4 damage. No, 5, 4 pierce.
Yeah.
so he's swinging with 5 damage, 4 pierce. And I blocked 2 of it, so I just take the 4 damage. So again, 2 health left on Bumblebee.
Backup plan for that Enigma.
He drops a backup plan for the Enigma,
Handheld blaster for an espionage.
and I drop a handheld blaster for an espionage because I am going to drop that Enigma so fast.
My turn.
And it's my turn again. Transform Optimus.
Put the Noble's blaster on him.
Play the Noble's Blaster as his weapon.
Play espionage. I pick green.
And I pick green with espionage to make sure I can get rid of that Enigma.
And I gotta swing into Scavenger. So
And I
before you flip your
swing
picks, I get to
into
flip mine and
Scavenger.
pick what I
So
wanna
before he flips, I get to look at what I've got.
do. Okay, so
The only
I
thing I've got is a
attack
Plasma Burst.
which I will use. I know I'm gonna kill Scavenger, so I'll put Plasma Burst on Scrapper.
I go ahead and put the 2 damage on Scrapper.
And then I'm swinging with 10 Pierce 2.
And I am swinging with 10 Pierce 2 on Scavenger, so I'm not worried about killing him.
So you're blocking 2, so you take 8 Pierce 2.
Gone?
Yep. And I'm going to drop a security checkpoint to pick up a Noble's Blaster. Okay.
And I drop a security checkpoint to pick up a Noble's Blaster to put that on in case I get another swing on Bumblebee or if he scraps my Noble's Blaster.
Yep.
And his counter is now at 4.
If you can bring him up center, just so I can see closer. Not the chaos of the guys. So 6 and 1 and 7 2. Okay.
And then I've got, you know, a guy with 6 health, 1 defense, and a guy with 7 health, 0 defense. So on my swings, I'm not that worried, but we'll see who survives after a 3-wide orange attack. I feel like he'll be able to kill Bumblebee without any trouble. And then the question is, can Optimus pop them before he gets the tower to a point where he can build Devastator and heal?
Yep.
So he brings back Bonecrusher
Oh,
and puts a grenade launcher on him. So yeah, Bumblebee is very dead. And this is great, right? Because when Bonecrusher dies at the end of it, he'll build another on the tower.
So he's coming in with 7, 8 with
And
So
that's a
8
kill.
Pierce
Kill anyway,
2
with Pierce 2.
versus Bumblebee. He had the Pierce 2, so Bumblebee died no matter what.
Yep.
and then he dies, and then combat.
Yep.
I get a counter for the tower. Okay.
So now the tower is at 5.
Tap, so you get to swing with everyone else.
Alright, let's go into Optimus with Longhaul
Alright.
for the long haul.
And Longhaul swings into Optimus. I do flip some blue, so I've got 4 defense.
Yep. And you don't
No
have to
damage
pay
there.
now, right?
Yep. So I can't discard for that. And then they fire. So that's that's 4 damage.
And I'm blocking 3 of
So he swings for 4, I block for 3, I take 1, and I want that sparring gear.
Noble's Blaster.
I go ahead and drop the Noble's Blaster I picked up previously
Sorry, sparring here.
for the sparring gear.
And then Scrapper.
And Scrapper swings into Optimus. And I know at some point I think the video will cut out for a second.
4, 5, 6.
I block 6, so I take no damage. Just a heads up, I mean, I'm still working. I got the new overhead camera, which I think provides a much better view. It seems to stop recording after 11 or 12 minutes, so I'm trying to fix that. Just so you know if that does happen, because I know I had to splice together 2 video feeds to get this match.
Scrapper's going down first. Heavy-handed.
So I go ahead and play
Swing Optimus into
heavy-handed
Scrapper before
into
you
Scrapper.
1, 2. Jesus.
So I've got a Vaporize.
Vaporize. Can't play the upgrade. Nothing to espionage, so I will leap of faith. Okay.
I go ahead and play the Leap of Faith to see what else I got, because the Vaporize doesn't do me any good. Espionage, I don't think he's got any cards in his hand right now.
That's 2 damage onto Scrapper. Okay.
I play Marksmanship to give Scrapper another 2 damage since he is in bot mode. Oh yeah, here's the jump. Basically, I think I just I killed Scrapper off camera. That's
I
it.
dropped a card. I still function. Bonecrusher. Yep.
And he brings Bonecrusher back with that Pierce.
Cutting out, are you good?
I still function on Bonecrusher for Pierce 2.
Yep.
It's
And he's got the Erratic Lightning to swing an Optimus. Or no, that's part of his swing. Sorry, I thought he played it.
6.
So I do have 6 defense, which I feel good about. He'll get the Pierce 2, but with Optimus's health, he can keep chipping away, and I'm okay with that.
that's 6 Pierce 2.
So he takes the 2.
Okay.
So I take the 2 damage, I avoid the 6 attack, and he's almost ready to combine Devastator here. He's got 2 more guys in bot mode, which again, I think me only being 2-wide has prevented him from transforming as many Constructicons as he would have liked.
He's got 4 Pierce 1.
So I take 1 because I've got 4.
And he's got 4 attack Pierce
Yeah, I
1
feel
versus
like-
my 4 defense, so I take 1.
They're going to get a lot of help with the Black Pips. Have you seen the Black Pips?
I've kind of looked at some of them, but I haven't like had enough time to actually like
Think about.
what I can do with them.
I don't think they've gotten the one that interests me, and I think Ray or Jeremy was talking about it. There's a grenade that basically will.
And here we're just, my opponent and I are getting sidetracked. We're talking about the Wave 3 spoilers at the time. And this came out May 8th, so I think this was a bunch of Black Pip reveals that we thought would look really cool on the Constructicons. Since you want to play them aggressively, but they do have pretty low attacks.
Yeah.
We'll hit him with Longhaul.
All right.
And then Longhaul gets his swinging. And I'm just blocking 3. Or sorry, 4.
Swing with 4. I'm blocking with 4.
And he swings with 4, so I take no damage. Again, like,
Tap.
black pips on these guys, getting that chip damage in.
And then
A point here, 2 points here would be great.
Seven.
None of that does me any good. So I guess I will just press the advantage.
And here I could have flipped an alt mode to pull right in action from the scrap pile to my hand. I really tend, this is one of my big weaknesses playing Optimus Battlefield Legend. I forget about his alt mode side. But I play press the advantage.
Plasma burst goes on hook, 2 damage.
And then I play the plasma burst to do 2 damage into hook.
You can do your flip.
And I was swinging into
12 pierce 2.
long haul.
You got
So it's
1.
12 pierce 2. So that is plenty of damage to kill
But
long
then
haul.
this gives you -2.
Oh. Yep. So he takes, you said 13.
No, 12 pierce 2, so he'd take 11.
Long haul does not survive the 13 damage, obviously.
So he's gone.
Yep.
That goes up to
And his tower's at 8. So, you know, if there was any time to combine, it's now.
When your tower is 10, you heal like half your damage back if you combine.
when you play the Enigma, it gives you how many counters, I believe.
Gotcha.
And then 10 is when his base strength goes up. Oh, not this one. Okay. Yeah. We'll just play that on him.
Ugh. And there's the improvised shield. I think, you know, it's game at this point.
Nope. It's 2 damage.
Blocking with 5, so no damage against Optimus.
Alright, your turn.
Just the 1 for the
And you don't have
pierce.
anything in your hand, so I don't need espionage. Both of us untap. Draw.
And I don't pick up the espionage since he's got nothing in his
Claw,
hand.
vaporize.
I go ahead and vaporize his improvised shield and swing.
2 damage
Plasma
on-
burst.
And then, yeah.
Gotta get 3 damage through.
Yeah, well, and then I've got pierce 2, so odds are I'm good. But go ahead.
And I've got the pierce 2. I've got to get 3 damage through, so as long as I get 1 additional 1, I'm fine. Yeah. And that is game. So good game to my opponent. It was cool to see the Constructicons out in my local meta. And
Good game.
I'm excited to see what they do in Wave 3. I think they're going to get some real great tools. Metroplex is strong in Wave 2. It's cool that these pre-constructed decks are still, you can customize a little bit and get a lot of power in them. And thanks for watching, everyone. I'll catch you all on the next one. Have a great day.
More turns to, like,
Flip.
and play your, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I want. So you guys are both 1